Hi, welcome. This is part one of the four-part series for writing an essay. This part is called Brainstorm and Plan. So the brainstorming and planning is the first part of writing an essay, and it's actually the most important. It's probably what students spend the least amount of time on, but if it's used and done correctly, it'll make writing so much easier. So I'm going to model how to do that right now. Typically what I like to do with my students is we do write a blank about blank. So I'm going to do that. Write a blank about blank. So what are the students writing and what are they writing about? So for mine, I'm going to be writing an essay on Star Wars. I'm going to be writing an essay all about Star Wars. Okay, so after you've done this part, the planning starts to happen. My favorite way to plan is by creating a web, and I'm going to show you what that looks like right now. Really important thing about the planning process is it doesn't have to be complete sentences. So I'm just going to start fleshing out and writing down ideas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the thing that I'm writing about and I'm going to put it in the center. So I'm going to write Star Wars in the center. And I'm going to put it in a circle. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a web by putting off different branches of things about Star Wars that I can talk about in my essay. So in Star Wars there are characters. There is, this is probably the hardest part, right? Like I'm trying to just think of, I'm not even doing complete sentences right now. I'm just trying to put it down in a web, and it's really hard. There are characters, ships, it's in a galaxy, and it's all about a major story. Okay, so typically I like to start with 3 or 4 things to kind of just flesh out the ideas. Once I've got the 4 things that I can write about, now I can go back in and add details about that. So for characters, there's going to be a ton of them, right? You're going to have Yoda, Chewie, Han, Luke, and Leia. You're also going to have some bad characters, so I might branch off again and say the bad guys, such as Vader and the Sith Lord. Okay, so that's just on the characters. So if I even wanted to do a 3-paragraph essay, I could just do it on the characters, each of the characters. But I'm going to keep fleshing out ideas, and maybe I'll focus in on something that I really want to write about. So I'm going to go with the ships. They have the Millennium Falcon. And as you can see, I'm not writing complete sentences. I'm not worrying on spelling things correctly. I know I've spelled this wrong right now, but that's okay. As I'm looking at the things that I'm writing about right now, I'm not just writing about Star Wars, I'm actually writing about the original trilogy. So in my Star Wars web, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add original. The original Star Wars. So a great thing about the map too is now I can focus my writing even more. Star Wars is such a big and vague topic. So I look right here and I see a lot of focus on characters. So I might actually create an essay all about the characters of Star Wars. So I'm going to write down, in characters in Star Wars. This is going to be kind of the focus part of my essay. So thank you so much for tuning in. We will get started with part 2 in just a little bit. Thank you.